Okay, so here we are back with our CVO project. Now, like you've seen in the still photos, the pipe was actually a green color metal. That's how much heat was in the rear cylinder. I mean, when I drove the bike here, put about 20 miles on it, it was so hot that it actually burned the hairs off my leg. But anyway, this is why we're doing this modification to the CVO, to get the temperature down, to make the bike last longer. In return, the performance is going to come. Now, so what we did to this bike is we took the stock header, we made it breathe a little better, we put our O2 bongs in it for our Thundermax wideband O2 sensors, and then we did a 527 redshift cam with the new Torrington bearings and gave it a service. So let's see what it does. So basically what you just seen there is I was trying to point out the idle, how now the Thundermax keeps about 13.8 at idle, and then if you notice during a cruising speed it was about 13.8 to keep the good fuel economy, but still keep the motorcycle nice and cool. And then if you notice when I went wide open throttle, it was right about 13.0 to 13.2, and it gives us a maximum horsepower and torque. So let's see what we made. Now if you look at the graph, made up 89.33 horsepower and 110.59 foot-pounds of torque. And that's what I was talking about. You've seen the air-fuel ratio at idle. It was just about 13.8 to 14 to 1. And then you see when I whacked the throttle, it was trying to hold 13 to 1, 13 to 13.2. And you can see how smooth the graph is. Look how much torque. And what I like to do is I like to try to make as much torque as I can from 2,500 to 4,500. And if you really look at it, it's above 90 from 2,600 all the way up to 5,200. Now that's going to be a really nice fun bike to ride. Now if you compare it to when we our first run, okay, there's the difference. Okay, red is before, blue is after. So just so we're on the same page, everybody, we took the stock header pipe, we made it a little bit more free breathing, we added the O2 wideband system, the Thundermax, we put a 527 redshift cam in it, and we basically did a service. And so we went from 77.93 horsepower to 89.33 horsepower, and we went from 97 foot-pounds of torque to 110 foot-pounds of torque. I've ridden this bike already both times, and what I can tell you guys is in the seat of the pants, it's a major difference. The throttle response is so nice. It's quick. There's no delay. It pulls from when you twist the throttle all the way to the top of the gear. It's so much cooler. I mean, and that's all I really care about. Make these things last. You spend a lot of money on your motorcycle, and you really want it to last, and that's why we did this kit. Just a nice little simple kit, but I highly recommend it to anybody with a dresser or any new bike. Thank you very much from Dyno Motorsports.